Welcome once again, this is Deman bringing you League of Legends. It is going to be LowLandLions versus GAMED. It is match 2. Apologies for the massive delay between match 1 and match 2. But I knew for a fact this was going to be a fairly long game, which probably wasn't going to fit in during a lunchtime, so I've had to wait until, well, basically after work. It's not, I normally try and squeeze them in at work, but it's not going to happen. Anyway, this is the eSports Heaven Finals. It is LowLandLions versus GAMED. It is around about 1,500 euros. I may be wrong with that. I've got to be honest, it's been a week since I last looked at this because I've been pretty much tied down. I won't lie, I've been playing Dungeon Defenders along with probably half the internet. It's an awesome game, it costs 10 quid, and I just can't see anything past it. I never thought I would play a game like that, but my god, I was just hooked to it. Anyway, meanwhile, we are spectating from Sneaky's point of view. LowLandLions are one game to the good. If you missed the first map, sorry, I've just absolutely ruined it for you. Don't worry, it was a pretty short one. It was pretty well down one-sided, and looking like LowLandLions actually may do a jungle invade to the blue buff here. They're going to try and catch the top man. Apologies, I did just move my microphone. I don't know whether that's going to go completely crap during the recording, but who knows. So, as I say, we are from the spec mode, so unfortunately we cannot see the other side. Spec mode, however, I have been told, is currently being beta tested, or is actually live on the real realm at the moment. It's hidden away. The admins are playing it. Xenon has said it on Facebook, said he is spectating a Dominion game just today. So it should be rolling out, just like Dominion was, into beta, so everyone will be able to spectate. This is happening soon. Riot Games soon, but it's coming soon. So, hopefully, we will be able to get over any of these problems we saw. Tabs actually going for it. They are still around there. Just got a glimpse of Isle of Ponies, and Glucose has had to use his flash there. They're going to try and get the steal on the blue here, which I think they will do. So that will be the initial invade successful. Didn't know I thought Brandon actually got it there, but he didn't. Count King did manage to get it there. And apologies, I haven't really gone through the teams, but they are settling into positions, so we'll go through them now. So up the top here, Alibaba versus Isle of Ponies. That is Jax versus Gangplank, unless you are completely blind. And we are seeing the candy corn because we are into the Halloween type thing that the Americans absolutely adore. I don't know about Europeans in general. The UK, it's more a case of a meh. It's very much a big American thing. Certainly from my perspective anyway. Tabs and Isis in mid. That is going to be Karthus versus Brand. Unless you have never played the game before, you will know exactly what that means. We're going to gank at the top there. Glucosa coming across. Alibaba getting away with that one pretty easily on 210 health. Having to use one of those candy corns or aka a health pot. Looking down the bottom, I think I've seen Caitlyn go back once already, so Sneaky's already been back and bought some health potions there. Didn't see whether he got caught out by anything, because I was too busy talking rubbish. So down the bottom, it is going to be that Caitlyn-Janna combo, which Sneaky seems to play Caitlyn quite a lot, so I can only imagine he really likes him. He is a very strong hero at the end of the day, Caitlyn, which nobody can deny, as it were. And Sensen Sam down the bottom here, on the Janna Ashe combo. Sonna Ashe, Jesus, I'm all over the place. What is going on today? Alibaba up top. He's going to have a few problems to start with against Isle of Ponies. He will get that counter strike up. We already saw the area around him, so we know he's already taken one skill point in it. Roll on spec mode when we can tell you exactly what skill points people are putting in things. We can see the builds. We can see everything. It's brilliant. It's just not coming soon. So Cow King going up to the top. Just caught a glimpse of one in the bush there. He is going to come around to Isle of Ponies. Remember, he can just use his oranges to walk away from that one. I think he might get away with this one. Yeah, they're not going to dive him. Cow King didn't have his tiny tears running, but it's not going to quite be enough. And there was a counter strike up from Alibaba. I didn't quite have the stun ready. I think he'd already used the first one, which is probably what caught him when the bandage toss came out from Mumu. Back to mid. Assis versus Tabs, neither of them gone back. Assis with that health pot and mana pot still. Sense down the bottom. Seems to be having the better of Sneaky in this game. So let's have a quick look at the CS. While there's not much going on, I'm going to keep my eye on these top bruisers. He is pushing at the moment. Alibaba was pretty strong in the last game, and Jax is a very solid top laner, but then again so is Gangplank. It's going to be hard to keep our eyes on them, especially with a Nocturne floating around. It's going to be the problem I've got, because we're going from spec mode, and I guess in turn you guys are going to have, is that as soon as Nocturne uses his ulti, we're not going to see a damn thing apart from Sneaky, which is going to be an issue. I've got to be honest, it will be a problem. And there is Glucosa coming around the top there. Oh, nice. Exhaust as well. Brand had also come up there. Brand's going to catch him. Alibaba surely going to go down first. This has to be first blood. It will be. And it's gone to Aziz. That will be Brand picking up first blood. Very vital there. And was the calls of miss coming from Tabs there. He's got to be wary, because surely Brand is going to be coming back down river here with Nocturne. There is Aziz. Tabs manages to beat him away with a couple of layways. Will he lay the slow bar across? Tabs gets a small ignite. The ignite effect from E. I'd love to tell you what the skill name is. I know what it is. It's just whatever the hell it's called. Is it Incinerate? That one's Incinerate, isn't it? I think it is. That one is Incinerate. That's the Pillar of Fire. I'm pretty sure it's Incinerate that catches you, and the Fireball obviously is the one that stuns if already lit. You can tell I've not played in about a week. I'm very, very ropey at the moment. So I'm getting caught in one of those cupcakes from Sneaky, aka Trap. He throws it back down there, catching Samd again in a moment, no doubt. So Jax has the only death so far, has been back and bought, and got himself a Ninja Tabi, a couple of health pots, and a ward. Sam coming down. Ooh, Sen's having to use this flash there, just getting away from the bandage toss. Cow King's bandage toss did come down there. He has got the double wolf. Ishtai is very low on hit points. Sneaky's going to continue trying to get the farm. I didn't actually really get a clean look at the CS because we missed that gank. Or we didn't miss it. Caught it at the top there. Caitlyn on 30, Ashe on 49. So as expected, Ashe is having the better at the moment. Alibaba jumping on towards I Love Ponies. I Love Ponies taking it in the face quite happily. Turns around, takes some oranges and shoots Alibaba back in the back. Tries to get a bit more melee damage. Will get another parlay off as well. Look back down the bottom there. Sona has ported back. Sneaky continues to try and pick up the farm, but Sense so far having the better of him. Remember, Brand with the only kill of the game in the mid here has gone and spin and got a catalyst. Tabs has also got a catalyst, so identical in the mid, apart from Brand with that ward, also using a Pillar of Fire to lay waste to... Lay waste? Probably a bad use of words there. To lay waste to the caster mobs. So he managed to get himself built up fairly strong so far. Still just the one kill, or one death, whichever way you want to look at it. 1-0. Brand... Did he go around the mid here? Is he trying to play Sneaky on Tabs there? Or is he just trying to position him for Nocturne? No, he's just trying to play Sneaky. Layways goes down there as he pushes Aziz back. We've got a Moo coming up the top there. He will go towards I Love Ponies. Ulti used actually by I Love Ponies there. Will just miss the bandage toss. I think he just got away with that. He's going to get exhausted. Does manage to get the stun on him. The counter strike going. He will turn down. Tower dive. He's very low on health. He will go down. Nocturne comes back around. Oh my word. It's all gone very badly wrong. Aziz has come up. Glucosa's there. Jax has gone down. Cow King got to be very low, and he's taken down as well. Tabs really needed to react there and come and help them out, because once they realised that everybody was heading that way, they had to try and respond. Instead, though, it's choosing to go for the tower, which, you know, players do prefer. You know, at the end of the day, towers win games. Is not so much the kills, but kills certainly help. So they're not going to be pushing for the mid, because both of them have come down river. So we are back to status quo. So an attempted gank from LowLandLions. Oh, I think the Ashe arrow just caught onto Karthus. We can't see him. I'm almost certain he's going down. Yeah, I heard the Ashe arrow land. You heard that thwack as it comes in there. Sona also there as well, and that is surely going to be a dragon now for Gamed. They all move that way yet. There goes Sense as well, so they are definitely going for the dragon there, and there's absolutely nothing LowLandLions can do about this other than maybe get a cheeky steal, but I think Sneaky's probably going to be better off farming up and be careful he doesn't get caught as well. Cow King is going to come in there. I think Cow King don't think he has his ulti up though. Got to be careful. That Howling Gale is going to go straight across. He's going to get stunned. Oh, Kaki's going down here. There's absolutely no doubt about it. And that is a 5th kill now. Gamed are really looking strong suddenly. Alibaba returns to mid, so 1 dragon and 5 kills to 1 so far for Game. Game putting on a solid lane phase. Since just with that Doran's Blade, hasn't been back aboard yet. Sona is going back to buy now, so expect the wards coming out there. Sneaky in the meantime, trying to click on him, but always do. And as you do with spec mode, he has got a Doran's Blade and boots, so he's been back and bought. Unlike Sense, who is really looking pretty solid, it has to be said. To throw one in there just for the sake of people watching. And Alibaba has got himself that lifesteal. Oh, Phage already on Isle of Ponies. Isle of Ponies, of course, did get the kill. I think he got 2, maybe 3. Let's have a look. Isle of Ponies, where are you? He's got 1-1-1, so he got the assist. Alibaba now into all sorts of trouble. Assis is going to come up. That's going to be an easy kill, and it will be Isle of Ponies going down. And wow, getting destroyed in top lane at the moment. I think that's 3 or 4 ganks up top. On to Jax, it is 3, 4 assists for Nocturne as well, so giving him a chunk of change as well in the process. So jungler working out well. Assis returns. Assis has been roaming very well as well. It's all been going well. Tams in the meanwhile has not been able to assist too often. We haven't seen that ulti going out yet. Maybe I've just been missing it. Haven't seen that ulti assisting in any sort of kills or deaths because they've just not been able to get them. Piltover Peacemaker going across, picking up a bunch of CS. Let's look at that while we mention it. 69 to 83, still a chunk away behind. Karthus, though, is 84 to 58, but, as I mentioned, Brand on 302. That is 1,200, and then you got to add whatever the hell the support cost could possibly be. Apparently it's 70% of the kill, so I've been told, by Sneaky in fact. The arrow going across again, trying to go for tabs there. Oh, Assis is going to be careful. He's been caught by that slow bar. He's going to get taken down pretty low by this late waste. Nocturne is going to come diving in. I'm pretty sure that's in mid. Yes, it is. You can see the darkness that follows in behind as he gets caught with that Q from Nocturne, and I think they've gone in towards the jungle here, so they're possibly going to go for the blue. You can see that Sona is, Janusary is coming across there. And it's cleared out. Tries to protect it, and I think Brand has got away with that one. So again, Tabs not able to finish off, not able to get a kill, avoided being killed though. And now Jax is going to go down and place that ward in river. So Nocturne in mid, Glucosa doing a fantastic job jungling at the moment, and so far Cow King is struggling to compete. He's got a Philosopher's Stone and a Heart of Gold, so he's going to get that GP5 en route. Let's have a look towards Ashe. Ashe has just returned. We just got a glimpse of him. Yes, as expected. BF Sword and Doran's and Boots. So very strong Ashe right now compared to Sneaky, who has got the Berserker Greaves and another triple Doran's now. So been back on board once again, but Sense has come away, obviously picking up extra CS. I think he probably got a kill in there. No, he got double assist, and of course that Dragon which they picked up on around about the 8th minute mark. So keep our eye on that in another minute's time. Well, the opponent's big stack pushed on him there. Alibaba has been back aboard, got himself an amplifying tome back in the mid. Tabs has been back aboard, got himself a blasting wand and an amplifying tome as well. Brand currently missing. We've got Nocturne in mid. Brand still missed though. We've got Alibaba pushing. It's a dangerous game they're playing. It is actually Tabs they went for. Assis trying to get round the back side of him. Assis actually got himself some Sorcerer's Boots as well as the blasting wand. So at the moment, Gamed definitely looking the stronger. Haven't got a gold counter, but I know it'd be quite far ahead. 15.59 on Drake, they reckon, so coming up soon. Still the two in middle. Just heard the... I just heard something. I thought it was actually the arrow sound, but I don't think it was. Sneaky is starting to feel a little bit more confident on Caitlyn, trying to push the pace a little. I Love Ponies is trying to build that wave up. Has been back and put Sheen as well now. So Trinity Force coming out very quickly from I Love Ponies. Meanwhile, Alibaba is sadly lacking. He has died 3 times, which is the downside. Did get 1 kill though. Remember they dived him on the tower. 14 minutes. I'm not sure on their timers, you know. I thought it was around about 15 minutes, but they think it's 15.59. So closer to it. Sneaky is there. Oh, that's going to be the ulti from Amumu. He's going to catch on towards Sensei. Will he get the bandage toss to follow? No, he won't, because Sand will come across. That's going to be the arrow. Oh, Nocturne diving in. Oh, this has gone badly wrong for LowLandLions there. Will take down. Kaelin's going to get away with it. Kaoking's also escaped. Ishtai now being the target. He's going to shield himself up and escape. Sniper shot coming out. It's not going to be enough to do anything, really. Meanwhile, at the top here, you can see Alibaba being dived on by I Love Ponies, killing him midway between the top turrets. It's just going to go back like a boss and continue fighting on that turret. That's going to be the bottom turret also going down. Gamed are really pushing the pace here, and every time LowLandLions try something, Gamed have an answer for it and have just pushed them back. Also seen Karthus go back as well, being forced away from tower, so you can only assume that Assis also had a go in mid. So at the moment all three lanes are being won by Gamed, which really only ever spells trouble. If you can lose one or two, maybe, but all three generally means that it's going to go very much pear-shaped. At the moment we are on 15-22, and that dragon will be spawning in 30 seconds, so LowLandLions are going to try to gather, trying to cover themselves. They have all got full hit points, which is the only bonus I guess you can ever take from that. They've got themselves in a position to have all hit points, but I think in the 20 seconds remaining before it spawns, we're going to see the entire game team appear down the bottom now. It looks like Isle of Ponies has disappeared. Jax is at the top. Doesn't have teleport, does he? No, he doesn't. I don't think he did. Has got himself a second amplifying tome, trying to get that Hextech Gunblade. And actually, it'd just be the revolver to start with, wouldn't it? There's Sona, comes down, places a pink, and clears out the ward. So now LowLandLions are blind, as are we. And that's going to be, yep, he's going to be spawned and taken down. So Game pick up the second dragon comfortably there. Meanwhile, Isle of Ponies continues to laugh. Has got that Trinity Force complete now, Isle of Ponies. Wow, he's doing well in that build. Only went still with basic boots, though. Hasn't gone for the second boots. Alibaba now coming down river. They're going to have to cover off this mid. It looks like it's going to be a push. Oh, they're going to try and cut him off. He's backed away as soon as he caught a glimpse on Gangplank. Places that ward down. So we've got 4 in mid at the moment, pushing on towards this tower. One, I think, is just cut across there. It is Glucosa. Pushing on in towards Tabs. Tabs trying to beat them back with his Leigh waist, but really, you can't do much against the poke at the moment, and Ash is doing a fantastic job. Sneaky's doing what he has to do, which is to continue farming. Alibaba has to be really cautious. That's why he's got that ward in river, but they could easily sneak up around the back of him. At the moment, the arrow going across, missing on towards Tabs. So that was on the obvious target. Has got himself that Rod of Ages complete. Let's have a look towards Assis. Let's not, because he's gone out of view. Only a Philosopher's Stone at the moment for Janna. Looks like they're heading back towards blue. You can see it. Well, Wriggle's lantern there. In fact, I'm going to use Tab because I can't see it. They're going for the blue, obviously. Ash nearly got that Infinity Edge completed there. Brand has yet to go back and get himself that needlessly large rod, which he's obviously built towards. Actually, no, it's going to be a Rod of Ages. Look, well, looks of it. He's going for at the moment. Alibaba still being pressured by I Love Ponies, playing a fantastic Gangplank, very strong now with that Trinity Force complete. Trinity Force is one of those items, it just sort of gives you everything. Just look at it, look at all those stats, it's brilliant. And I know people kind of say it's like you know, jack of all trades, master of none, all that sort of thing, but frankly, it just gives you so much. It's a master of everything because it just gives you everything. It's brilliant. And we just got a glimpse of Brand as well coming up top. So I think 4 possibly going up top. No, I think Brand has come back down. Yes, he has. Come back behind Tabs there. Meanwhile, we've got 3 up top. Ash continuing to get some free farm down bottom. Caitlyn has gone back, going to return to mid by the looks of it. And at the moment they are going to push onto that top tower, surely going to go down. Kaoking's going to have to blow his ulti. Alibaba's too low to really do anything. Can actually get dived if they're not careful. Kaoking's ulti's not going to keep them alive for too long. Once that tower goes down, and there it will be. They couldn't do anything about that. Alibaba trying to pick up as much jungle farm as he can before he goes back. Alibaba, has he been able to get... No, he hasn't even got his Hextech revolver yet. Tabs, I think, caught that fireball in the face. It didn't show the effect, though, but you're never quite sure in replay. Kaoking starts off the blue. I'm guessing Caitlyn's going to come across to get it, or Jax, but at the moment, no, Kaoking is going to take it. And smite it and take it. It's a steal attempt as well from Glucosa, so kind of had to. Caitlyn now coming across the mid there. Got to be careful he doesn't get too close. And say if he stepped too far, I think Sam would almost certainly put the ulti in his face. He'd have gone down very quickly there. So at the moment, they're just beating them down. 19 minutes into this, and the towers are falling for LowLandLions. They're struggling against this. And this is the way it goes. When you lose, like I say, all 3 lane phases, it's just horrible. It can really put you up against it. It's going to take some good teamwork to pull this one out, I think. Some solid teamwork. I think LowLandLions may have it in them, but Gamed are a top team as well, so they are a newer game. This isn't obviously the same team that we saw at DreamHack. If you'd have seen Game there, obviously that's just when Candy Panda and Niffle with them. It's been the lineup's sort of gone through quite a few changes in the process since then, and it's pretty much a different game in the sense, as it were. Infinity Edge now completed by Sense. Alibaba had that Trinity Force, hasn't bought anything else just yet. They are going to push on towards that tower, and I think they're going to do a chunk of damage to it, because Sense, with that Infinity Edge, will be beating it down. Yeah, down to 1200 hit points. That's what we're seeing, at least on our screen. I think he may be in less than that. Sneaky continuing to farm down the bottom. Keep trying to click on him to see what he's got, and it's all down in this bottom left-hand corner. I never get used to that, no matter how many replays I've done, which I am up to 77 now, I think. Oh, the arrow going across, and I think Tab's using Cleanse there, did he? No, he didn't. I think he flashed away from it. It just seemed to look like a Cleanse on our screen. It was just sort of blotted away there, didn't it? Oh, well, Kauking going in, popping his ulti. Brand ulti going across there, and now the Nocturne ulti comes across, and we can't see jack shit. But doesn't matter, because Kauking will go down. Double kill, triple kill. And Tabs, will he pick anything up from his ulti? No, he won't. So that was a triple kill for Sense there. And the Brand ulti as well, bouncing across them, helping out. And really, when you just don't want the enemy AD picking up that many kills. Sound very low there, did get the tower down. And wow, that's going to be another inner as well. Absolutely nothing they could do from that one. Saying counter Nash, we got Carthus, so they're thinking maybe, do we just go straight back and go straight for Nash? Which is obviously Baron. Are they going to go directly for it, knowing the fact that Game may go back, but Game don't look like they want to go back, and they are well aware of the situation. They have got Ash down the bottom here, though. Sense is a long way away, has got himself a Zeal now, and probably almost certainly going to get a Phantom Dancer. It's a 5 on at least 3, maybe 4 in the mid, which is what LowLandLions are hoping for. While they've got vision, now they don't have vision of Ashe, so it's possible that Ashe is coming back. Clairvoyance goes down. Game know exactly what LowLandLions are doing here. Remember, they've blown the Karthus ulti, also blown the Amumu ulti, and Amumu taking him down very low there. Oh, that's going to be the Ashe ulti coming in on towards Alibaba, probably the last one they wanted to pit, but he's going to go down, he's going to get blown up by a Caesar. Sneaky's going to follow, surely. Sneaky getting forced out of it. Kauking taken very low, Kauking explodes. Tabs is going to get taken down, that is terrible. And they had got all the Baron buff, but really, what do you do with it? I mean, I guess in terms of gold, they probably came out on top, 250 gold to each member, but they just lost 3 members, and that's going to give Game surely the impetus to just push directly on mid and take that inhibitor. I don't think Ishtai and Caitlyn are going to be able to stop this one. Sneaky, sorry, on Caitlyn. I'm not sure they're going to be able to prevent it. They have managed to take down that wave. Ishtai did with a Howling Gale, but they're just going to beat on that tower. Remember, Infinity Edge on Sense. Big wave. Oh, this is going to go down very quickly. Sam obviously popping out the attack speed buff. Not going to go for the inhibitor because Jax has returned it as well as Karthus. It is going to force them back, but base turret going down is not a good sign. 23 minutes gone, 13-1 in kills. They did pick up a Baron, but they have 2 dragons down, probably 3. I would almost certainly expect them to be taking possibly the 3rd dragon before they exit. Yeah, there they are. And they are going to take that one. Isle of Ponies getting caught there. Jax has jumped in. Oh, Brand may well have his ulti up. He's just going to get away with that. No, he will not. The dot from Isle of Ponies. Oh, Brand picking up another kill there. Oh, and will the ulti go off? Kauking did take down Glucosa in the process. Tabs gets up a kill on Sensor last. That's going to give him a nice chunk of change there. But Aziz picking up with a double kill on Kauking. I think that was a 3-2 exchange there. Yes, it was. And finally picking up some kills. But but it's 16-13, and the Dragon went to Game. Game are massively in ahead. Wow, a pile of ponies very low in the mid there, just ballsily hanging out, just getting an extra little bit of wave while he could. Sneaky was hoping to stick around, getting that sniper shot off, but he's gone back. 24 minutes gone now. Gamed in a massive, massive advantage. If I was to guesstimate the gold, I would say it's at least 5k, I reckon. Probably higher than that in terms of CS, experience loss, etc. Let's have a look at the experience of the levels. We've got 15, a 14, a 14. We've got a 15, a 14, and a 13. So, yeah, they are ahead in levels, only ever so slightly, though, 10 and 11. Junglers-wise, 12 to 11, yeah. So the advantage, which you would expect with a 16-13 kill score, in favour of Gamed, along with the massive gold, along with the kill scores. Who is the fed one? That is the question. 608 Brand, 518 Gangplank. Well, we knew Gangplank had the domination up the top there. He did get that Trinity Force early with the Giant Spell, and of course Brand has been roaming like crazy with that Rabadon's Death Camp now. Sorcerer's Boots really exploding people's faces, and Sense of course got that triple kill. Actually, that triple kill were the only 3 kills he got. 6 assists, of course, so assists count as well. Don't forget the gold that you pick up from all assists. And just look at those assists. 9, 8, 9, 6, 8. Always there, always assisting. Of the 16 kills, most people at least there 9 or 8 times. So really massive. Great play from Games so far. Can they carry it forward? They are 1-0 down in the series. And it was a pretty one-sided game, the first one, I have to admit, going to LowLandLions. So this is kind of like rolling it back. Steamroll one way, steamroll the other. Sadly, I don't have the picks and bans. Obviously, we can see the picks. We know exactly what they are, but we don't have the bans, so we don't know who was taken out after that first game, who really played well. And the fact that it was a week ago means my memory is mush. I'm too old to remember these things from far distance. So I am purely going off guesswork now. So, LowLandLions defending it with that Baron buff, remember, they did pick it up. Oh, Gamed have cleverly switched across. Oh, wow! That arrow just whiffed the cloak of Alibaba. Remember, it is an open inhibitor, though, and they are going to pick it up. Are LowLandLions going to go in for this one? Cow King is going to dive in there. Managed to get one. Will he bother ulting? I don't think he will. Oh, he might do now, though. Oh, but Nocturne ulti is going to go across instead. They're going to dive towards Tabs there. Tabs going to try and put out as much damage as he can. Aziz is surely going to go down. Aziz will go down. Ulti coming out from Karthus. Will he get 2? No, he won't. And instead, Ash is going to turn round, and Isle of Ponies is dominating now. He's surely going to pick up another kill. Wow, a surrender vote coming out from LowLandLions here. This could go badly, badly the way of Gamed, and they are dominating. Oh, wow. I'm shocked to see a surrender vote out. It's something we've talked about, actually. It's not a bad thing in terms of a match, because generally you don't often come back. When it's actually 5v5 teams, you're probably not going to come back from a proper spanking. Whereas, say, if it was a public game, a solo game, a duo queue, then yes, maybe suddenly your team of 5 randoms will suddenly pull it out their ass and become spectacular team players, if it's gone so horribly wrong in lane phase. But in a 5v5, I wouldn't often expect it. I'm actually thinking of the games that I've done, of any that have gone that way, have really just swung back completely like crazy. I think there is one, but I can't think who it is. I'm pretty sure there is one. I can think of the one that CLG threw away, and CLG have also brought one back amazingly. So I think it's probably CLG the 2 times that I've seen it. Maybe a Millennium Fanatic maybe in there as well. I'm not sure. I'll have to... I'm sure you guys could leave some comments, think about that, or check it out, or somebody that knows the history of LoL a lot better than I do, because frankly, when you get old, your memory's not as good as it used to be. It's not something old people make up, it's a fact, you know, and I have Alzheimer's in my family, so there's every chance that I'm probably starting to get the inset of it already. Who knows? So, Game looking like they are going to push on towards this top turret, 19-4. So if I was to guess in gold, I'd probably say it's probably closing on 10k now. Gamed are way ahead, and LowLandLions are in a desperate position. Nash is spawning in 2 minutes, according to Cow King, and they are going to have to fight them on this tower, and I expected to see the rebound 10 seconds on ulti, so Kalking's looking to go in here. Question is, can he take the damage? He has got himself pretty tanky. He's got that egg, he's got that Giant's Belt. Doesn't have really any resist, and it is Brand that's doing a massive chunk of that damage. Remember, he's 7-1-10 now, 6-1-10 as well, Gangplank. So he does manage to get that mitigation slightly on the crit. Oh wow, he's got a Warmox already as well now, I Love Ponies. So expect to see that Atmars coming out. So it's going to be the proper Atmogs along with a Trinity Force. Very, very strong Gangplank coming out here. Gamers are doing well, and also a game that you can see Atmogs coming out from Glucosa as well. So double Atmogs. Oh, that arrow just missing. I think it's Tabs that we're targeting again now. Has got himself a needlessly large rod with that blasting one. So we're going to get the Rabadon's Death Cap coming out soon from Tabs. You can also see he's got that blue glow on him, which means he's got a Brilliance Potion running, which gives him 40, is it 30 or 40 AP? I can never remember. I'll tell you what, I could probably click on him, and I could tell you then. I could cheat. A piece of blue candy. It really doesn't help because it massively increases ability. It doesn't really tell me anything, does it? That's not very helpful. They are on Baron. Here we go. Game going for Baron there. Well, using that Piltover Peacemaker across. I think they just try more to try and beat them away, but it's not really working. They're going to try and throw it across again. Kalking's going across. Tabs has dived in there. Tabs is going to go down very quickly. Going to try and get his ulti off. I think they might get a couple of kills here, though, but they've had to back away. The damage dealers will go down. It looks like a movement will pick up Sona there. Massive amounts of damage. Tribute to to Freak there with his massive amounts of damage, but they did steal the Baron, and they got I think 3 kills out of that, so it really worked in their favour there. Yeah, 3 kills for 1 and a Baron steal. Very well played by LowLandLions there. Pretty much chaotic play because I wasn't sure really who was going to go in there. We saw one of them flash across there. We saw a Mumu come around the side as well. Karthus flashing in, doing that big chunk of damage, really just throwing all he can at them, which is kind of what Karthus is useful for. You know, you're never going to survive as Karthus. You really just want to throw as much damage out before you die with your Leigh waste, and then just blow up with your ulti just as you go. It's probably the gimpiest ulti. I hate that ulti. I really dislike Karthus, has to be said. Looking up towards Jax now. Jax is actually getting strong now. He's got that Hexter Gunblade, so he will start picking up one. If he can keep up that Relentless Assault and then get onto the enemy, he will do a big chunk of damage. Sneaky also as well. Obviously, he's got that Infinity Edge and the Zeal. So at the moment, LowLandLions, you know, Game really need to push that advantage they had, but they kind of thrown it away a little bit there. Dragon is about to spawn. Yes, it is. There it is. Gamed are going to go around for it. So Gamed, while they had that huge gold advantage, the longer they make this game go on, the more LowLandLions can get back into it. And it's really those long, drawn-out games. That's when it can go any way. Because generally when you get to that stage, I guess Tabs is, yeah, there you go. He's got a Rabadon's Death Cap. You know, ability powers and tank damage sort of like nullifies because everybody's got lots of it when it lives so long. That's the 4th dragon, I think, or is it the 5th now for Gamed? I think it's the 4th one. Looking at across at the moment, you can see Sense has got himself that Phantom Dancer completed now. Brand also with a chunk of 350 AP, which is pretty high. 431 though for Karthus, so Karthus has managed to build it up considerably higher, which I'm not 100% sure why, because he's got that, because he got the Rod of Ages early on, didn't he? That's why. Yes, Will of the Ancients is actually now picked up by Brand. Nocturne is going to push this bottom lane to try and get a glimpse of him. Still not quite completed that Outmog. Sneaky going to try and sneak around the backside there. Did net shots across, but he'd already backed away. Meanwhile, Brand had pushed his stack up top there. Yeah, and they're pinging it going, anyone going to deal with this one? He's like, well, I kind of want to defend this bear inhibitor in the middle. That would be handy. So Brand continued to push, and the mighty Janna is going to defend him. Now Jax is finally going up there. Howling Gale goes across from Ishtai. Remember, LowLandLions do have the Baron buff. Normally with that Baron buff you'd be pushing out, but really they're not in any fit state to be able to do that. They are still up against it. Game doing what they should be doing really, and just pushing each lane, all 3 lanes, keeping LowLandLions penned in. And are they going to go for it? They did. They tried to go for Sneaky there. I wasn't expecting it. I was going to say that really they just want to keep all 3 lanes continually pushed while that Baron buff runs out. And it can't have that much longer on it. Yeah, as you can see at the bottom. Yeah. As it pings around as Aegis buff gets on him. It's only got about a quarter, in fact about a 5th left on it. So that will go any second. So again, once that goes, I expect them to probably push in for this bear inhibitor. Really, it has to be the target. They are continuing to push this tower up the top though, but Alibaba will clear that stack out, no problem. It's going to be waiting for that arrow opener. It did get fired a minute ago. It has got a 40-50 second timer. Depending on obviously cooldowns, etc. that he's got on him, it's pretty low. So let's look at the CS. Why not? Since we've got a little lull. 263 for Caitlyn compared to Ashe at 270. So it has caught up with the CS. You can see he's got that Quicksilver Sash now to avoid that mean ulti of Ashe's. Ashe is still one of my favourite heroes in this game. Just really has that massive chunk of damage that to just throw out there. Always works very well. And the ulti can. It's still one of the best initiators in the game for me, which we may see come out in a moment. Sneaky and Tabs really making themselves susceptible. Ashe has backed away and actually has gone to the side lane to just push it more. Badge's Veil as well now. Big chunk of magic resist and health. Also stops that one spell, of course. Anyone watching this knows this, but sometimes you get new players. As the arrow, really, that was pretty wildly shot. That was not hitting anyone. It never was going to. They weren't in any position. Not too sure why Sense actually got slowed there, because he had got the Badge's Veil on. Instead, the ulti's going to cross their tabs. He's going to go down very quickly. Will Glucosa get out of this one? I don't think he will. The ulti from Karthus will not get Sam down. Sam taken very low there. Cow King being pushed back away, though. But meanwhile, the two damage dealers, which are Oil opponents in the Cease, are wrecking the rest of LowLandLions. That's going to be Cow King going down. A killing spree continues on the Cease there. And wow, Gamed have come out on top of this one. They are going to pick up. Oh, I love Pony's taken very low there. Sneaky trying to pick up anything, but I don't think he's going to be able to. Just being forced back to his tower. Very low though, Gamed here. I don't think they're going to continue on too much. Sensi's going to tank the turret. Really? I love Pony's taking a shot in the back as well there. They are very low. Sneaky does manage to pick up a kill on the Cease there down the bottom. Is burning. Will get taken down to very low hit points there, but he will get away with it. 499 plenty, really. And the top, will it go down? It was Oil of Ponies taking the tank hit, and they will take that top turret down. 36 minutes gone, 23-9, and Game continuing to push that pace. Inhibitor back down, but Sneaky, well, he's trying his best to keep them away. Pretty crazy fight so far. Really, Cow King diving in there, and along with Tabs, it's a bit hard to follow it. And then, you know, Brandon Gangplank zipping away the other side, actually going more aggressive and going straight for Sneaky, and of course Alibaba. I'm never convinced about targeting Alibaba. He did go down in that fight, so obviously was targeted, but I'm never convinced about Jax. Jax will output a shit ton of damage if left alone, but really he's not a great target. But that said, with the magic resist he has got a bit better now. He's at 131, but the magic resist he did have would have been not too bad for Brand to go for, which is obviously where they went. 10 to 11 now, Brand. 6 to 14 for Gangplank. 5-1-11 for Ashe. So you can see the main damage dealers are getting huge damage, and really that is all they need. I guess once we see Gangplank again, he's probably going to have that Atmogs on. We haven't seen him just yet. Karthus, in the meantime, has got himself a Void Staff now, so 486 AP and a big chunk of magic penetration to go with it. You can see Jax, we've already shown his build, but I didn't really cover it. He's got himself a little bit of armor in there, and as well as that Banshee's Veil. Oh, Willie the Ancient's now bought by Ishtar, so those Howling Gale's going to do a bit more, and obviously being the ultimate support and giving them more AP to Tabs every time he's around that area. Oh, just got a glimpse of the Q coming across. Baron is back up. Oh, I Love Pony's actually pushing up the top there, and that's kind of caught them out of position. Yeah, they're going to have to port back. He's going to get a chunk of damage on towards this turret, and he will output it quite a bit. You can see he hasn't quite got that Atmogs built yet. Just needs the final component to go with that recipe. Caitlyn is going to come around the back side of him, but I wouldn't fancy taking on Isle of Pony's solo there. Oh, now Alibaba's going to come back, and I think he's just going to walk away from this one. Yes, he will do. Oh, and he's just going to try and juke him. Oh, the arrow's gone in! Straight towards Sneaky. Sneaky having to clairvoyance out of it. Oh, but he wasn't enough. Sorry, cleanse out of it. But Glucosa managed to dive in there. Glucosa will not go down. He's just about survives the turret. Isle of Pony's now getting shot. Oh, Brand's going to take down double kill actually. It was Ashe getting down on towards Cow King. Isle of Ponies will to finally go down, and as expected, Alibaba did get left. Exactly what you should do. Shouldn't be going for him, but the rest of the damage dealers did go down. Ishtai is also precariously dangerous position now, only on half health, doesn't have much. That's 1,000 hit points. That would go down incredibly quickly if Glucose and Sis can get on him. Don't think it's going to happen though. Sensi's just going to rip this turret down. You can see it, massive chunks of damage, and this is going to be surely game taking the second match. We are going to have a third game, ladies and gentlemen, in the best of 3. It's what we want to see. It is Game taking the second round. 1-1. Very well played by Game in that one. All lanes won. We're going to a decider.